I'm Jameson Hermanson, and we are analyzing water pong.
Okay.
I'm Tori Anderson, and I'm on the basketball team, and I get it buckets.
Hello, my name is Brandon Hunter, and I'm ready to analyze some good old water pong.
Go.
So, for the history of water pong, the game is said to have been invented at Dartmouth College sometime between the 1950s and 60s. And it started out with paddles at first, but fraternity brothers at Levi University actually adopted it into throw pong. That's what it was called.
Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, you wanna jam.
Angles. The wrist, which is the green mark, is at 35 degrees. The orange is at 75 degrees, and that's the mid-body, shoulder, and body. And then the red is the elbow, and that's at 94 degrees, and the legs will remain at 0.
Just work that body, make sure you don't hurt nobody. Get wild and lose your mind, take this thing into overtime. Hey DJ, turn it up, this CD gon' burn it up. Come on y'all, get on the floor, so hey, let's go.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space.
This is Jameson's angles. The wrist, the blue, is at 58 degrees. Elbow, 70 degrees. Mid-body, 65 degrees. And the legs are at 0.
Come on, it's time to get high, say who? Come on, all the fellas saying who? Come on, one time for the ladies saying who? Yeah, all the fellas saying who? Yeah, it's hard. Come on and run, baby, run. Come on, do it right, baby, run. Yeah, you wanna hoop, so shoot, baby, shoot. It's time to hoop, so shoot.
All right, for Brandon's angles, in the blue, for his wrist, it's at a 56 degrees angle. For the red, at the elbow, it's at a 70 degree angle. And for the orange, the mid body is at a 92 degree angle. And his legs are at 0.
Girl, you got me in the zone. Come on, let's start the game. Break it down.
So Kessler in the blue shirt, his shoulder flexion is at 100 degrees. His arm in the red is at 70 degrees. His wrist is at 34 degrees, and his leg is at 55 degrees. Their qualitative analysis is the flexion of the hips, flexion of the elbow, extension of the wrist, and one foot stays on the ground and the other is extended backwards. Shoulders are facing square to the cups as well.
Obviously, you could tell that these guys are cheaters and don't know how to play water pong. But the guy in the black shirt to the left, his arm is at 80 degrees. Orange is at 95 degrees. Legs are at 45 degrees. And the wrist is also at 45 degrees. But they still are cheaters. generally has 2 teams of 2 players. Each time the ball goes into a cup, you pull that cup. Then you're supposed to drink the cup that has water in it. And the team that successfully hits all the cups wins. So hit every cup.
Okay. In water pong, players must keep their elbows behind the edge of the table. If a wrist rule is in effect, players must keep their wrists behind the edge of the table as well. Breaking this rule results in the shot not counting. If the shot is made, the infracting player may step back and reshoot the ball. This tends to be the most argued over rule in beer pong, due to the fact that it is sometimes difficult to determine if the elbow or wrist does indeed cross the plane of the table. And yes, females have to abide by this rule as well.
And here are your re-racks.
The Super Splash Bros way. First off, we're going to set up 10 cups per side in a triangle formation. The way you determine who gets first ball? Eye to eye. You look the opponent in the eye and shoot into their cup. If you miss, the other teammates go. Here, we both ended up scoring, so you'll go back to the original teammates to see who ends up getting first ball. Once a cup gets scored, you want to remove it from the game right away, or they would win. The way you get balls back is by both teammates scoring during the same turn. So the first teammate scored, and now this guy will have to get his second shot in for them to receive balls back. So now they will get balls back and they will get another turn to shoot again. Bounces. So the way bounces work are if you bounce the ball off the table into a cup, it counts as 2 cups. But the catch is you're allowed to defend a bounce. You can defend a bounce by blocking or swatting the ball after it hits the table. The way we do trick shots is the ball must come back on the table only. If the ball touches the floor, it does not count. We say you cannot use your opposite hand, like your not dominant hand, for a trick shot because we find it easy. So it has to be something tricky. The man on fire or the NBA Jam rule. The way it works is you score 1 cup, and then if you score another cup in a row, you have to call heating up. If you not. The elbow rule. The way it works is if your elbow passes the edge of the table while you're shooting, your shot does not count, but only if the opponents call you out on it. Once the last cup has been scored and their teammate misses, we're going into redemption. So the way it works is you have to score the remaining cups on the table, no matter how many there are left. But once you score once, you get the ball back and you get to keep on shooting until you miss.
Let's go.
Ooh. Give a little shimmy.